Hey everyone, General Motors reported fiscal 2023 second quarter earnings results. So in this video, I was going to review those financial figures and also update my recommendation for GM stock. Heading into these earnings results, I had GM stock rated as a buy. So you're going to want to tune in to see if I am changing that recommendation, whether I'm upgrading or downgrading or keeping it the same. So let's get into these earnings results first. And total revenue for GM jumped to 44.7 billion in Q2. That was up from 35.8 billion from the second quarter last year. And if you go through and dig through GM's earnings results, what will be abundantly clear is that GM is selling a greater deal of its higher priced models, higher trim models for each of its cars. So you could think of like a Chevy Suburban, for example, or a GMC Yukon. They're selling the top tier models of those cars as a percentage higher than they've ever been. Because of supply chain shortages, consumers have fewer choices, and when they go to shop for a car, if the higher price tier is the only one available, they just say, okay, I guess we'll have to buy that one. And consumers have been going out and buying it. As you can see, evidence from GM's jump in sales, and you could see this in Ford and other legacy automakers. It's been really, really good times for them, better than I can remember for these companies. Earnings per share also jumped to $1.83. That was up from $1.14 year over year. So sales are rising, profitability is rising. GM delivered 1.54 million cars in the second quarter. That was up from 1.42 million in the previous year. So it's a moderately increasing production, but sales and earnings per share are growing at a higher percentage rate than production is increasing. All this cash flow, all this profit is helping GM fuel its innovative growth engines, right? So it's forecasting 100,000 EVs produced in the second half of 2023. So its legacy business is doing really well. That's giving it plenty of cash flow that it can invest in electric vehicles and in driverless technology. Its cruise segment is doing 10,000 driverless rides per week, and it's already logged 3 million driverless miles. Arguably, Cruise is furthest along in terms of developing driverless technology. Arguably, I know some might say Tesla is further along, some might say Alphabet's Waymo is further along. That's why I say arguably it is furthest along. The company is forecasting $50 billion in EV sales by 2025. It's also aiming to be producing 1 million electric vehicles in 2025. So it's quickly ramping up that production while it's benefiting from legacy auto sales. And GM is really experiencing the best of both worlds right now. I keep saying this every quarter. I keep saying it's uncertain how long these good times will last, but it seems like it just keeps going forward quarter after quarter. GM's sales keep rising, its profits keep rising, its cash flow keeps rising. So let the good times roll for GM. And then to answer the question, is GM stock still a buy? I had it rated as a buy heading into these earnings results. I'm keeping it as a buy. I'm not changing the recommendation. I'm not upgrading or downgrading, although the results look incredibly good. I'm skeptical of how long these results will last. How much longer can these favorable circumstances for the car industry keep going? That's what I'm a little bit skeptical of, and why I'm not upgrading it to one of my top stocks to buy. I'm just keeping it rated as a buy. All right, but that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.